Hey YouTube, you're with Tosh
And
and
Raker.
we're back in our Space Engineers um, universe thing,
Are indeed.
I guess.
Dismantling ships, or at least I.
Yes, yes, or a ship anyway. So Mudraker's over there grinding up his ship, getting all the components and everything from that. Still got mine over the back there, which we're going to move on to next. But I'm going to start building a new ship in order to start collecting our ore. So I'm going to build a bit of a mining ship. Now this is not a fabulous design, it's just something that works for us.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yep.
Yeah, it might be better to build a whole one rather than just a bit.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, I've tried bits of ships before and they don't do much.
Oh okay. I need to actually go and recharge first. Well, I mean, I guess I can. I
Well,
can build the whole thing.
don't take too long because I'm at 7%,
Okay.
and I was wanting to grind a bit more and then run. But if you're going to be in there,
Yeah. Well, tell
or
me
are
when
you
you're
going?
coming.
Are you
I
going
can
to?
stop.
Oh, yeah, we can go pilot seat and
Yep.
med bay. So that's
I'm
okay.
done. Okay.
Nice.
So in order to start, we select G, and we click over here where it says New Small Ship because we're just going to build a little small mining vessel.
Warning, suit energy low. Doesn't tell you until 5%. That's really
Yeah, it's that needs to be a bit more acceptable. Oh, and I need to go and get some parts. So one of the things that we are finding a tad laborious, to say the least, is that with 1,200 what are they, litres by the look of it, of space to carry stuff, you really can't carry a lot.
No, 350 metal plates, that's it.
Yeah, so I've got 104 metal plates there. I'm going to grab 30 construction components. I'm going to need some small steel tubes. And what else am I going to need? We'll find out. We might build it this way.
Depends which build you're going to which bit you're going to build first.
Yes, well that's true.
It's actually what it depends on.
I'm going to build the framework first, really, but I need the interior plate and construction components. Okay. No. That's not right. 4, 5. I need steel plate motor, large steel tube and construction components. Okay. Steel plate, large steel tube, construction components. Thought there was a fourth one. Motor. Okay, motors. So I have 10 of those as well. Alright. So we'll come back over here.
Your challenge, Tosh, is to make the whole thing without needing any extra parts, just out of what we've taken out of one ship.
Okay.
Because I'd like to know if we can actually do that.
Well, I think we can.
Well, to be fair, last time you tried, you did need a few extras.
Yes, but I've learned a bit more about design. And don't forget that was a 4.
It was. You went
4
a little bit
drill.
A little bit bigger on your drill ship.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of the manual mining technique.
No, neither of us are terribly happy about that. So you'll come up with your own designs, obviously, of things that work for you, and that's part of what this thing's all about, to a certain extent. So have no qualms with that.
So there's some useful tips though.
Yeah.
Pretty basic, obvious tips like it helps if you've got a thruster pointing in each of the 6 directions.
Yes.
Because otherwise, once the ship gets moving in a certain direction, she don't stop.
Correct.
Whoa.
Yep.
And we've all had that problem.
We have.
Yes.
Me perhaps more often than you, but
Well, I've done it once. And my technique at the time was to actually fly out. And unfortunately, I was carrying stuff and was able to build a thruster.
yes.
In my case, a down thruster, so that it stopped going up. And get the ship under control. Tosh, on the other hand, took a slightly different approach, which was, of course, try and flip the ship and use the thruster in the other direction to...
Well, it nearly worked.
Well, no, it did work until you hit the asteroid. Yeah, it was working fine.
It wasn't a perfect plan, I will grant you that, but it kind of did work, so...
Yeah. There's probably actually a theory that a stunt driver would have actually pulled that off.
Yes. Quite true. It was a bit of drift... Oh, what do I need?
Inventory full.
Detector components. Oh, we may not have detector components.
Well, you might be ahead of me. And you might actually be right. I think...
Because there's no detectors on those ships, is there?
I don't think there is. You might have to leave a space for the detector and keep building.
So I'll leave that in there.
We might have... see, the problem with detector components is you just... What's going on here?
Pass.
Well, I'm about to say the same thing. This is ridiculous. Started dismantling the med center, and I got a little pile of... It went, one chunk, and then a whole pile of components appeared on the floor.
Yep.
And I just think I've figured out that what's going on is the fact that the pile of components is about 3 inventories worth of components that just piled onto the floor in one hit.
Oh, okay.
So this is why it's really important that you dismantle in the gravity field.
Yep.
On a nice little platform that you like.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, because there's another...
Because
that's the third load, and it's 10,000 out of the 12, so...
Yeah, it's a... It is a challenge. It is a challenge.
Yeah, I think it's just the med center is such a big thing that when you come to actually dismantle it, I'm sure rebuilding it's going to be just as fun.
Yep.
I shall do that as my first step after getting this ship dismantled and getting it out of the way.
Computers.
The armor plate is the easy part. You can take out 5 or 6 blocks all in one go.
Yeah.
Or more, even. There's a door floating in midair. I wonder what we do with that.
It's a shame I haven't got enough bulletproof glass either.
This door...
22.
No, it does not have bulletproof glass in it.
No, I think it's only the front of the ship that actually has that, and it only has about 8, so it's not going to be enough anyway. That was one of the ones that I had to build. I only ended up with 16, and I need 20.
For what was that for?
For the cockpit.
Is that a mandatory component?
The cockpit? No.
Well, no. The
bulletproof.
Is it above or below the line?
It's well above the line. So
you don't have to have to make it work.
No, it'll. I can go into here and it'll be fine like that. So.
Okay, well that's important because that means we can go get stuff.
Yep.
Go get some silicon with the mining vessel in order to make the front safe. Just don't prang into anything.
Oh.
I don't think there's any thrusters. I think it was just the main console and some other bits and pieces.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so that's it. That's your entire ship in there. But you've in it, so...
Yeah, well, that's okay. You can do that.
So I'm going to take away parts.
So...
Hopefully they're not parts you need. We'll see.
Front left.
15 medical components, 10 computers.
That sounds...
Well, that was definitely what I needed. Was the first thing on the list, the interior plate.
Okay.
Yeah. Where would you like your medical centre, Tosh? Shall we put it?
Well, probably somewhere where it's easily reached.
Beside and hiding the nuclear reactor and gravity field?
We can do that.
Push it further away? That's not really going to get in our way of the refinery, I don't think, if I put it there.
No. I guess the question is which way we're going to be landing ships.
Well, by putting it there, like that, I think
that should be right.
That should be out of the way.
Yep. Okay, so what am I still missing from...
Construction components.
Detector components, that's right. We have to actually build those, I think.
got any of those.
And I need a small reactor and a gyroscope. Actually, a couple of small reactors to be truthful. So what I tend to do is just slide the gyroscope in there, and I need steel plate. I'm out of steel plates? Are you kidding me?
Well, you can only carry 350.
Yeah, I'm building a small ship though, I don't need...
Alright, and there's another 10 interior plates and 80
that
metal.
many.
You've been nicking my interior plates.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're out of interior plates.
Okay, I'll bring them back in a sec. I need a motor. Interior plates. There you go. Motor. Okay, so now I at least have a gyroscope. I can actually take this ship up and get some stuff if we need to. But I need to get the ore detector going first. And to do that, I actually need to manufacture in our production section. No, not thruster. No. Reactor components. There we go. So we out of iron.
Well, we only had a little bit.
Okay.
You may have to do this without it, you know.
I might have to, by the look of that. Alright, so let's, in fact, I probably could have go away with not even putting the cargo container on there.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I'm just going to use the drill. But okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the two drills, and by shift left clicking, so like a Windows thing, we're going to call them drills. And we're going to save that as a block. Then I'm going to go to the landing gear and I'm going to turn that off. And we are now free, except for the fact that I don't have any power.
You might
So
want to put some uranium in it then.
Or in fact even build a
Reactor?
reactor.
Which
was what I was trying to do.
Now, you're not carrying any small steel tubes, are you? So you've used more than we can.
No, I've got 152 small steel tubes.
Well, I thought you'd finished building, so okay, can I have some of those back, please?
Yep, there's 100.
I only need 4. Displays, computers, and interior plates.
Interior plates. You got enough interior plates?
Displays.
There's another 10.
Interior plates.
So I can go to here and I can say I need a small reactor, and it will tell me that we have no cobalt, we have no nickel, and we have not enough iron. So we be in trouble. We're going to have to do some manual stuff first off. So let's just head into here.
Oh. Okay. These medical components are really big and heavy. That's the problem. You can only carry 6 medical components.
Right.
They're massive. And the thing's got 15 medical components in.
And they're all just falling out, aren't they? Yes. So I need to go that way. So by digging down with my drill, and by down I mean in the direction of gravity, these should, once I get a little bit of depth in here, just fall back into the hole. Except I'm not doing down. Which way's down? That's down. Why are you not staying there? There we go. So that'll now collect in the bottom of this hole. Stay away from the stone. Seems to be about all we got. Then we hold the T key down and we just pick all of these bits of iron and stone and stuff up. Like so. So I can actually go in and I can start to chew off bits and pieces around here now because they will stay here within reason. And I'm just using the W key to just keep myself pressed against the ore as I mine it, because if I don't, I get sort of kicked back by the hammer. And inventory is full, of course.
Well, that would of course be right, yes.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to lose yourself, so try and keep as Mudraker knows, try and keep an eye on where you are and more importantly the way out. So I'm going to use you obviously built this refinery.
Why?
Access is denied to me.
I actually could have sworn that you built them all, but that's all right.
Yeah, I thought I did, but clearly not. Okay. No, access denied. I can get into the assembler, that's no problem, but I can't get into the refinery.
Okay, well, let me see what I can do for you. So this is a pretty easy fix. We just go into the control panel, select everything, and say ownership transfer to nobody. And that should have fixed it.
Okay. And there we go. Lovely. So now I'm just going to put the bit of platinum ore that I got there and the iron ore in there. And that will start grinding all of that up for us. Glad we got some platinum. That's actually a good thing. Put all that back in.
It is indeed, isn't it?
And we'll head back over here. Where did I go? Where's my hole gone?
So, what did you say you needed? You needed cobalt?
Yep. It's for a refinery, so... where am I?
No, a nuclear reactor.
Sorry, yeah.
I haven't looked at what that means off the top.
Yeah, I'm just bringing one up now. Small reactor, okay. Computer, motor, large steel tube, construction component and steel plate. So,
did you have anywhere in particular you were planning to put it?
On the ship?
Yeah.
No, not particularly. Just somewhere where, you know, it'll work.
Okay.
Generally I put them one on either side because we will need two eventually, but... We've got enough stuff there, have we?
Well, we've got enough stuff. Well, this is the way I always find it works quite conveniently, is we have enough stuff to build. We should have had enough stuff to build. You got... Yeah, that's what is annoying. They appear in a different order depending upon which screen you get the list of components for. So the actual component it wants first is the construction components. By placing the block,
yep.
What it means you can do is you can actually start loading it with the stuff you do have.
Yep.
And see what it is that it needs that you don't have.
Yes.
So 10 computers, 1 metal grid. So I'll do that, and I'll let you know when I've got any...
Well, your metal grid's the first one.
No, the construction components was...
Okay. You only need one construction component. You've already got that.
Yeah,
you
I know.
Need metal grid, large steel tube, reactor components.
Yep.
Motor, computer, etc. Sorry.
Can't get in.
I was trying to find my hole. Where did my hole go? I thought I just went straight over there.
Well, I really wasn't paying attention, Tosh. I'm sorry. I
No,
don't know where you went.
I don't know where I went either.
Right, motor and 9 computers.
Ah, there it is. There we have found it. Stop looking. And the other thing I can do is to actually turn the jetpack off, except I'm too high.
Ouch.
Almost. Oh, oh. And I don't know which way was
Right.
down.
So the only thing we're missing is the reactor components. So that's good.
So what do I need for those?
Well, that's what I'm about to go and find out for you.
I'll see if I can find...
So, to produce 1 reactor components, we need iron.
Is that all?
Yep.
Or
We
is
have
it-
0.7, we need 1.5. In fact, we need less than a kilo of iron.
Okay.
And if you hadn't have made all these bloody steel... I'm just going to disassemble some of these steel plates.
Can do that.
Because you made way more than we need.
Well, yeah. We will eventually need them, but...
Yeah, no, just way more than we need right now.
Right now. Yep. Okay, so let's see if I can find that platinum again, which is obviously there. Grab a bit of that. This platinum's one that you need a bit of. And seeing as how it's nice and handy here, I'll grab it. And some iron. Yep. And a save. I do hope they improve a bit on the saving optimization.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would, because it's pretty bad. And that's just using the T key again, holding the T key down, and once you see how you've got the yellow selector bar on that, just a T, but you can hold it down and just pick them all up by just moving around a bit. So it's, although it's annoying, it's at least relatively quickly annoying.
So, if you're going to go off mining, mate, you need to leave me the keys.
Why?
Well, I got the motor running, but I can't get into the ship. You didn't leave me the keys.
Oh, no, I didn't. You're right. Let me...
So you can do it. I'll let you test it since
Stick the stuff
I
up
was just going to take it for a quick spin, that's all.
Ah. So I'll
If
pop
you wanna-
that in there. Okay.
If you want to lift it up, I'll happily take the foot off if you don't want a foot.
Thank you. I don't want a foot.
Because they do tend to get one in the way when you're mining, but you need one. Well, it's easiest to build a ship with one like that.
It is.
Yeah, helps if you unlock it first though.
I thought I
Tosh?
just did.
Because otherwise you're trying to lift the whole space station and
Landing gear's turned off.
well, it's still green.
Oh, my reactor's access denied. I can't get to power
Why do you?
because you built the reactor.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be a particular problem for getting the landing gear off.
It has no power.
Oh. Well, how come the thrusters had power? Try it now. That's a bit of an interesting thing. What do you?
Thank you. The ore detector's still incomplete too.
Well, yeah, but we weren't going to fuss about that, were we? We were
No.
going to.
Unlock. And
You're doing it from over there.
Oh, sorry.
Or did you jump in?
Is that alright?
Yeah, it is. Just you did turn thruster damage off, right?
I think so. Stand underneath it and tell me.
No. wait, don't go anywhere. Yes, I thought I took out one steel plate off that. Alright, in fact, you've got some other bits under here that haven't been, light armor
yeah.
blocks that aren't complete there, Tosh.
Yep.
Needed another steel plate. Otherwise, it looks good from underneath, so off you go.
Okay, so with this particular model, we really sort of just use it to graze the surface. It's not a borer as such, because it's It's missing thrusters. Why is it missing thrusters?
Right. So everybody, here we watch Tosh attempt to land it without bringing it into an asteroid.
Which is a bit of a challenge. In
Uh,
fact, there's a lot of a challenge.
80 thruster components, 25 steel plate.
So, can I turn? I can turn. I can rotate. I can move up. I can move down. So why did nobody tell me that I didn't have?
Well, I'm actually fairly
sideways
sure
thrusters?
that I heard YouTube screaming. I just wasn't sure what they were screaming about.
Okay.
Now, can I ask,
Yeah.
did you manage to bring yourself into an asteroid, or have you just
No, I'm
wanted off
over
something?
here, behind you, bringing it back.
I can't see you. Oh, way over there.
Yeah.
Right. So which thruster are you missing?
Well, I would say sideways ones.
Oh, both sideways ones.
Well, yeah.
Planning.
So I was consistent because I can go down like that. Yeah, and you're pushing me sideways then.
Did I actually touch you?
Well, I'm moving slowly sideways, so just be careful.
I cannot believe I touched you. I was miles away.
Yeah, you may not have. It might have just been a sideways. See, now I've got...
Now you're sideways the other way, but the problem is...
it's saving, and I can't tell. Which is typical. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Stop moving.
Yep.
I can't build one without steel tube in my hand. God, it's got them in a different order again.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a
that really sucks that you don't know what it is you have to carry.
Yeah.
Even when I try to place it, like it says to me that you could place this on the station, but I can't place it
because you haven't got
on a small ship. No, I can place it on the station.
Okay.
You're about to bring into things, Tosh. What are you doing?
Well, there's nothing I can do.
Yes, there is. You can get out and push.
Go up. This is why this game has to be multiplayer.
Well, no, this is why you need to get your spacecraft checked before you the RACV, as it is where we live, inspection to make sure that they don't come back and go, it's not roadworthy, spaceworthy, because somebody didn't put in a spare thruster on it.
Yeah.
Now I'm just short the one construction component.
Of course.
That I had to put down in order to pick up the other things at once.
Oh dear. Just as well we've actually on 3 times the inventory, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. But I can't find you. Oh no, you're over there.
Yeah, I'm in the same place.
No, you've moved quite a bit actually.
No, I'm stationary now. The thrusters are all working. So if you're only missing one bit...
Yeah, but you're missing one on the other side, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the side I was drifting was obviously the one that you put on.
Well, I did. I put that on first. Deliberately. Yep. Didn't mean to quite drill. Got to be careful, by the way, people, when you're actually grinding stuff out, to let go of the grinder really quickly.
Yes.
Otherwise, you find yourself going, "Oops."
Yeah, you're taking out half your plating or something.
Yeah, and particularly with things like light armor, they disappear so quickly.
Yeah.
If you just take off one bit of it, you can repair it, and it's not a problem. All right, you should be good to go now. So the colourful bits are mine, right?
I have right. I can go up and down. Okay, so, like I was saying...
When you have thrusters in all 6... In fact, don't I remember a tip for young players at the start of this episode?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it was something about 6 different directions for you.
Bringing home the message.
Oh, right. Practical demonstration of the value of our advice.
Yes.
Oh, silly me.
Yeah.
Didn't realise.
So, remember before we actually set our drills up as a block, now what I can do is by using the G key, can come into here, and I can see this one here is called drills. Right click on that. Sorry. Take that down there first. No. Toggle on and off. That's what we want to do with them. And they're now connected to my left mouse button. No, they're not. Why are
If
they
you
not?
do toggle on and off... No, you got to take the one from the very top, Tosh. Toggle on and off is a permanent on-off, but that's okay. That actually, I like that. You just go, because you put that on like the 1 key, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you press 1, they turn on. Stay on, you press 1, they turn off. But if you want to hook to your mouse button, you drag it from the very top, which is the weapon list.
Yep.
And put that on a button, and then when you click 1, that selects your weapon.
Very light.
Yeah, it would be.
It is.
It would be, in particular, because we made it out of light alloy.
Yeah. But that's okay. So by using the maneuvering keys, so the forward, backward, left, right, etc., you can, with a little bit of practice, keep it relatively stable. And you've occasionally got to throw in a Q or an E just to get it back to some semblance of non-saving.
Really? Does that work? Because if I knew that turned off the save or stopped it from annoying me, I would have been doing that all the time.
Yeah, that would have been a good thing. The other thing we need to, and you'll see there on the right-hand side, it is getting a little bit of an overload occasionally.
Yes, well, we didn't want to make more.
Enough, yep, as soon as we've got enough stuff, we'll be okay. Right. So we'll come back out of there, and we'll try and find
sugar.
Some other stuff, except we don't have the... wait a minute, I want to stop them first. Drills off. Okay, we don't have the detector working, so I can't find the... That's better. Can't find the ore. So what do you want me to find? Because I'm going to need you to actually find it until we've got enough to...
Nickel, cobalt...
So, okay.
That's it. They're the only ones that are actually missing at the moment.
Right, well, nickel's a bit easier to spot because that's brown, so that might actually... No, that's iron. Iron. And iron. Iron. More iron. More iron. Oh, that's a nice big blob of iron.
So I've been able to make one detector component. I don't know how many I need, so I'll try and make enough for an ore detector and then call you home. So just pick up.
I've got 3/4 of it on here.
Oh.
So let me come back. It was only one piece that I was missing, I think, from memory.
I was assuming it was that, but maybe it wasn't. Ore detector. Oh, it needs 20. No, small ship. One detector, one computer, one motor. We've got enough. We can make it.
Yep.
That must be the only thing you were missing.
I think it was.
And there was enough materials here at the beginning to make it, so...
So it's in the middle there.
Underneath? Oh, in front?
Yeah.
That's the light armor block. It's the forward piece. Yes, no, it was just the... So you could have made that detector components before you left.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, we had enough stuff.
Thank you. And there we go. Right, so platinum, silver, uranium, iron. So now we're just going to try and find silicon, cobalt. There we go. 40 meters. That looks like it's on the inside, unfortunately. Is this one hollow, do you know?
Really not sure,
Have we
Tosh.
actually worked out yet? We haven't, have we? A lot of these asteroids are hollow and have pathways in to get the drift. So there's nickel, but again, that's 45 meters in. I'm not going to be able to get that with this.
45's... you're not... without armouring it up.
Yeah, or without the second set of drills on it, it's not going to make a big enough hole to fit itself in. That's the other problem. Silver.
Right, I'm going to go sit myself in a seat for a second.
Cobalt. Ooh, what's that?
Before it hurts.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea.
This is a bit of a strange concept, but I'm now sitting in a passenger seat on a space station.
Yeah.
Not sure where we're going. And we don't seem to be getting there very fast.
No, and you won't either.
So this is obviously run by the Metro.
Yeah, that's the one. So we have silver, stone, and iron. So cobalt.
For those of you that aren't from where we're at, don't worry.
Yeah.
Just insert generic public transport company
railway service. Yeah,
and you get the drift.
I'm sure you'll understand what we're getting at. Yeah.
And if you don't, send us a note. Tell us where you live, and we're going to come stay with you.
Bloody oath. You've got this place where public transport actually works. Come on. It's saving. Just in
That's
case
why
you
I'm
hadn't
sitting here
noticed.
welding, going, this welding is not going well. I was sure I had some parts that it wanted.
It's not
Why is it not doing anything?
Not going welding?
I want more construction components. Again.
Well, you know.
They're very fussy like that.
Come on. Get in there. It's only 10 metres. You can do this.
So, I know they can't see me, but just something... when you got small inventories like this and you're building stuff, works actually quite well to build multiple things at the same time, because then you can just go get a pile of stuff and weld them into all of the bits that need them in one go.
Yep. That's a good point.
And if you're lucky, you actually get to the point like that one of it being finished.
If you're lucky.
If you're like, well, I got 2 out of 3. There we go. All 3 are done. You're missing bulletproof glass, but well, we'll live with that.
Yeah, that's okay. Need to keep widening this a bit more so my cockpit will fit through. Ooh, that was a hurt, that one.
Oh.
And I've lost my cobalt. So there it is. that shortly. That might actually be it there. It's looking a bit cobaltish. You do actually get quite used to picking up the difference after a while. It doesn't appear to be that much difference, but
you do, but it
you
does
do
take a bit
learn.
of practice, I have
Yeah.
to say, and particularly
Yeah, it does.
cobalt, and there's a couple of others that are, and
Pretty
cobalt
much the
magnesium
same.
are sort of a little bit similar-ish.
Yep. 3,000 cobalt. Then that do us for the moment.
Yeah, I think so.
And what was the other one that I needed?
Nickel.
Yeah, I haven't seen
That's
any
what
nickel
that
yet.
will stop us making motors and thrusters and stuff. Motors are probably what we're going to run out of first, I think.
I haven't seen nickel yet. Which is a tad disconcerting. Type in the comments, guys, if you... oh, there we go.
But type in the comments if you see
if you
nickel.
see nickel, yeah.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
There's a slight time machine problem here, I think.
Uh-oh.
We need to go forward in time to read the comments to find out where the nickel is.
Yes. I didn't say my plan was perfect. Oh, so light. That just spun me around. Now, you can see...
Oh, that's it. I can't make this. I'm a motor short, and I can't make a motor without the nickel.
And I've just found nickel on them, and I think I'm getting it. Just let me double check that I am. Yes, I am indeed getting nickel. I'm getting spun around like a cat in a washing machine, and don't try that at home, kids. But I'm getting there. So you can see that even with a small mining ship and a really, really inexpensive, dirt cheap, bog standard vessel of a few bits and pieces that you can slap together, you can actually get quite a lot of stuff relatively quickly. When I go back, you'll see how much stuff we've actually got just in this little venture, and I think that'll do me. I won't bother trying to fill her up entirely because I have to actually find where the hell we are. And the other thing that we've decided is a good thing to have is a thing called a beacon.
Yeah, I think they're rather expensive though.
I think they are, but as opposed to being lost in space, I think they're probably preferable. But because we're on the outside of the asteroid, it's not so bad. I've just got to zip around like that until I find the place and come screaming in. Come to a grinding halt.
Oh my goodness, we've used all the small steel tubes as well.
Have we?
Well, I have.
Oh. Have you got a connector for me yet?
No, and in fact, I'm a motor short of being able to hook a connector up because once it finishes saving.
Yeah.
So no, the pipe work is in progress and half complete.
Yep.
But I probably didn't build the right bit first, I suspect.
Thinking that. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I wasn't focusing on the connector. I was actually focused on the other bits that I was keen.
We'll manually do it. That's okay. Now you took my leg off, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So stop about there. Hit T. Oh. What are you oh, that's the bits you did. Yes. Okay. Because you use colour.
I told you the colour bits were
you
mine.
You can check, see the drills have taken no damage during that process. So as long as you're, reasonably careful with them, you'll be fine. Okay. So nickel first we need.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be somewhat... Oh, put it in the refiner, it would be even better.
On steel plate.
There you go. Have some nickel. And from drill... I don't know why it's drill 3 and drill 4.
What?
I don't understand.
That's because you put 2 drills on and took 2 off.
Yeah, didn't think I did. Oh, yes I did. You're right. And cobalt.
See, I didn't know what you'd done. All I knew is that that's the way it seems to work. It
That would be
numbers
the
them.
logic, yeah.
It numbers them by when you put them on, and if you put them on, take them off. But you can, of course, just rename them, so you know.
Yep. Well, some of us can. You haven't worked out the renaming bit yet, have you?
What, haven't you?
No, you.
No, I can rename everything except the ships themselves.
Oh, okay.
Let's remember there's what appears to be a problem in the network version that you can't rename a ship. You can rename any of the components, not a problem.
Yep.
It's
Just
the
not
ship
the ship.
name.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
ship name that's the issue.
I see. Said the blind man to his deaf dog
Well, and the really interesting
as he
thing
picked up his
about
hammer and saw.
the interesting thing about that, Tosh, was the fact that you couldn't rename them either.
No, other than mine. My own one.
Yeah, so even a ship that had been made by me but was owned by nobody and you should be able to do anything to.
Yep.
I still couldn't rename.
You couldn't.
So,
Yeah.
no. And Tosh couldn't rename, so that was a bit interesting.
It was. I did actually.
So
just
once
send
you've
that
got a
through
bit of
to us.
nickel, you could assemble some motors for me if you'd be so kind. I'm going to need about 15 probably.
Okay. I'm just
And I'm out of steel plate.
emptying everything out at the moment, and then I will. So, what do we want? Steel plate? No.
No, I got
motors.
steel plate motors. Just you need to make some motors.
Yep. Production motors. Oh, I need to put a cobalt in as well.
Steel plate's fine, if only I could carry enough.
So what we can do is you can see that we've got 340 something nickel. So I can take that and put that down the end, and it'll start processing the cobalt because we need that as well. So.
Cobalt. You're an ex-programmer at heart, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I am. That's actually what I learnt on.
And he admits that freely, folks.
For those of you that can remember back that far. Yeah. Actually, Pascal, I think, from memory.
I was about to say, you've been a long time since they taught on cobalt.
Yep.
You could make me some small pipes as well if you were inclined.
Yep. Okay.
Display.
Now that we have cobalt, I can do that. Alright, so we need motors, so production. We need, how many motors did you need, sorry?
At least 20.
Okay, so control left click is 10, left click again is 20, and we've got to wait for the nickel and everything to come. Have we not got the refinery hooked up to the assembler?
Yeah, it should have been.
Doesn't appear that way.
Because they're sitting directly on top of each other.
Well, yes, but
Didn't you sort that out last time, or was that, did we not, was that it?
it's not looking like it. Let's take the cobalt, put it in the assembler.
I'm one motor away from actually hooking them up the other way.
They aren't. So cobalt and nickel are the two things that we need, so we'll just manually put them in there for the moment. Cobalt and nickel, and there we go. There's our motors. So there's 20 motors in there for you. What was the other thing you needed?
Well, those interior plates, small tubes.
Small tubes. How
Okay.
many of those?
Uh,
20?
Yeah, go with that for the moment. I haven't counted, so.
Okay, and I'll do 10 interior or 20 interior plates.
Alright,
as
so you
well,
should
please.
now have connectivity between the refinery and the assembly. I need 12 steel tubes there. No, I'm going to need more than 20. I need another 12 there. I'm going to need about 50.
Okay,
Does that run out of motors? I run out of motors as well.
there's another 20 motors for you. So inventory assembler, refinery. We'll take the cobalt out of there and see if we can. Yep.
Yeah. 100 or so steel tubes.
Okay. Just putting some of this stuff in here, so I've got stuff to work with.
Construction components. Well, it should, as I said, the refinery and the assembler should be connected now.
Yep.
Oh no, that was the thing you said that didn't work, did it? Having two.
No, you've got to run it out the back and around and down. That was the only way that I got it to work.
It's because the refinery's being put in the wrong position. What do you mean by run it out the back? Is it what?
You've got to have a conveyor, a tube between the conveyors.
Yeah, which I haven't done, so that's actually not going to be good.
So just bring it out the back, down and in, and that works.
Yeah, you should actually remove the assembler or the refinery so that they actually line up.
Or we could do that too. Oops, missed.
But that's a different issue.
Yep.
I'll still dismantle that. Now the problem is how I fix.
Refinery's still going.
How I fix that? I have to take that out.
I'm actually very worried about doing that with whether or not we'll be able to actually catch it all.
Well, piece by piece is what you have to do. So you dismantle a piece while you're empty and you collect the stuff. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem. But look, it's alright. Once we get them connected the other way with some pipes, it'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll still work the same.
It just makes it a bit more complex at the back with the piping, that's all.
Yep. But it works. Okay, so the next thing I need to build is a connector. You haven't built that yet, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
It was waiting on motors.
Okay.
But now, unfortunately, it's going to be waiting on having the whole... That's still waiting on motors.
Yeah, well, I've got to do the conveyor thing first anyway before I can put the connector on. So we haven't built that, remember?
What do you mean the conveyor thing?
Well, I'm only just storing in the drills.
Ah, right, sorry.
We
you mean a connector for your machine? No, I built a connector for this end at the station size connector.
Yeah, that's okay. As I said, I need to to run my conveyors and stuff first anyway.
Oh, so you were asking me before whether I had a connector you could hook up to, and you're telling me you didn't have anything to hook up with. You were just you were just testing, weren't you?
I was just seeing how advanced you were.
Right. Being hopeful is what I'm thinking.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. So conveyor tube, no. Curved, small curved tube. So I need 4 of those.
The hell did I just do?
I need
stop.
2.
How do we make this thing stop, Tosh?
Just right click. Sorry, I was using it.
What? What have you done?
Well, I was building the conveyor things to go and put on my ship.
Oh. Right, well I probably just cancelled it all then. Yeah. I got really confused because I asked her to build one thing and suddenly it's building all this weird stuff. Why are you building new thruster components when we've got them?
Just so that I've got the right amount on me when I go over to build what I need to build.
Oh, okay, we just got 800 in there and we don't at the moment really have the spare resources to...
No. I need motors, those, and don't need thruster components. Computers. What else was there? Yeah, see, this is that's the other thing I don't like about it. You can't actually look at what the end pieces are that you're after without. So I need to actually go over and go, okay, I want to put one of them on there, and it's a motor, a construction component, and an interior plate. Or that one is construction component or interior plate. So that's fine. So I'm just going to grab a whole heap of those.
So you can see that in the G.
Yeah, in the G you can, but not when you go to make them.
No, not in the
construction
manufacturing system.
Component and steel plate.
Personally, what I would actually like is the manufacturing system to tell me that you've got the bits you need already over here, and just pull them out of the cargo container.
Interior plate. Yeah, that would be better. So we got no interior plate, only 5.
If we do, I'm holding on to it.
Oh, there's 5 in there.
At the moment. Rotate that way.
Okay.
It's down.
Production.
I got a directional problem.
Okay.
Is it saving?
Nope.
No, it's just weird.
Okay, so we go. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I normally don't do it this way, but I think I will. But this one.
Out of small steel tubes again.
Now for something completely different. Stop it. Okay. I guess that